Okay, greetings everyone, this is First Centurion 753 with the next episode of Geopolitical Simulator 4, Somalian Challenge. And we only got a couple days in the first episode there, but we made a big move for, I think income tax is going to be passed soon. Or not too soon, let's see. Law in progress, income tax will be passed on the 20th. Hopefully that will take care of the financial situation. We're dealing with 3 different terrorist organizations here. Unemployment, oh god, abysmal. Inflation, abysmal. Growth is there. But the goal is to get, again, GDP per capita up to 5,000 and to end this civil war here going on here with the 3 different groups that we're fighting. Puntland, Free Front, Somalian Autonomous League, and Total Jihad. We got a lot of comments on the first one. Thank you for all the comments. A real big amount of comments on this first one. First video was a big success, so this seems very popular. I'm definitely going to try to go with this series for a while. I did write down some strategies here. To address the comments too, we've had a number of people want me to. Someone suggested returning Somaliland. I did that a while ago when I tried this game, like a year ago or something like that, and I tried to, give these guys their autonomy and just kind of rule out one of them, or maybe, I don't remember if it was both of them or one of them. But as soon as one of the countries broke away, I was completely ousted from office. So I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to go with that strategy at all. Sorry, but thanks for the suggestion. Foxy Fox suggests investing in, I can't read my own handwriting. I think it was infrastructure. So I'm gonna go do that. Let's see here. I was planning on spending $100 million. I want to spend $100 million infrastructure investment here. So we're gonna go to transport. And I'm going to construct, let's see, highways. I was going to increase this. I wanted to try to double it, and I just did like a quick playthrough to see what would happen if I did double it, and I was ousted from office from that too. So that was just a test. I'm only going to increase these highways by 10%. So we're going to build 19 miles. 19 new miles of construction. This is going to cost $63 million. That'll add to the our debt. We'll increase our debt servicing costs to 12 million by 12 million. We have 53 available manpower, so we have a lot of people. Labor by mile. I wonder. I could. Nah, that's something. I mean, what happens if you do that? If you increase labor by mile, it gets it done quicker, costs more, but it does employ more people too, so that's something to consider. So if I wanted it done within a month, 13 people by mile, it's not really a huge amount of people that I'm employing for this. We'll keep it at 10 for now, but that's something to consider in the future. Let me know what you guys think about that. So we're going to go ahead and pass this infrastructure improvement. There's the objective, bring it up to 209 miles of highways. We're really lacking in the highways in this country. The other infrastructure thing I was going to do is housing. I was thinking about bringing this up. Maybe, these are housing. Let's see. Could we construct new houses? Nah. I was just going to take care of some of these dilapidated houses, I think. And I was going to do 1,000. But I wonder if I want to maybe save some money, cut it down to 500. That would cut that in half. I'm going to do 1,000 anyways. Alright, so we'll do 1,000. So we got a new objective of 38,000 dilapidated houses. Housing construction, which include almost all the houses, excuse me, almost all the houses are dilapidated here. Wow, that's rough. Okay, this is the other thing I was gonna do. This is really gonna take care of our popularity. We are going to raise the rent allowance housing subsidies for low salaries. Allowances granted to new owners and tenants amount to the allowance based on household income. We're gonna go this $10 per household. Doesn't really cost too much. Check out how the people like this. Oh no, was this what I was doing? Yeah, I think it had to be housing subsidies. Parliament doesn't have any real power, so it doesn't matter if they pass it or not. So these laws can't, they're not being passed, they're just being enacted. Parliament's not going to like that at all, but the people love it, and we're going to go ahead and do it. Yeah, so here we go. Law, monthly rent. This law is currently being drafted. It will be enacted on the 25th. Regardless, it's not going to be voted on. So that's that. Someone is saying that I need to defeat the pirate. I am Calamari, one of my favorite subscribers out there, saying that I should defeat the pirates. There are Somalian pirates, but I don't know if there's any in the game. What else do we have? Terrorist group, proposed terrorist group legalization. Alright, so here's an interesting one. Here, we can go in. Where was this? I forget. I guess it's under... I don't think it's under this. No, it's not there. I haven't played the game for a while. I haven't played the game in a week. I think it's in military operations. Ask for help fighting a terrorist group. I'm going to do that. Did I already do that? I can't remember if I did that or not. I think I did. Propose peace treaty with the terrorist group. This is what I want. Okay, end hostilities. The rebel organization disarms and becomes a legal party. Let's try that with the... we'll try with 2 of these. I'll send it to the Somali League. And I will also send it to the Free Front. Because if they become a legal party, they're not going to have any power anyways, because we have a consultative parliament. So that would be the best thing to do. A lot of people are saying that it's going to happen anyways, and I should just wait. I'm going to try and test it out, see what happens, see what the results are right away. But maybe it'll happen anyways. In the meantime, I am continuing to advance on this town up here. We're going to continue that advance. And I want to sell sheep. And I was thinking I'd maybe try to sell it to Saudi Arabia, if they will accept a meeting. And then the other move is to look for our other allies, Egypt, Sudan, and South Sudan, along with Thailand. I think they're probably the best option here. And see what we can buy as far as cheap products. We'll see if they'll meet with us, and we'll see if they will buy cheap products for us. What group is, we're hoping that the, oh wow. Libyan Democratic Forces. We're backing... We want the Libyan Democratic Forces to win here in Libya. Although Libya is also a country that's kind of friendly with us, too. I'm not going to intervene in that right now. Alright. Those seem to be all the initial moves. Oh, I also want to exonerate all my industries. I'm going to exonerate every single industry. As far as industry, in all the industry sectors. We are going to exonerate every single one. That way, we can up production. Let me take a look to show you this real quick. Is it every single one? No, it's not every one. I am not going to exonerate soda. I'll keep the soda here, but as far as volume, corporate tax generated, not a lot of tax generated here by these industries. So I want them to try to employ more jobs. Soda employs the least amount of jobs and generates the most taxes. So that's the one I'm not going to exonerate. The rest of them, I was questionable about housing, but I think I'm going to go ahead and do it anyways because they do generate a lot of jobs. 62,000 jobs there. Jewelry generates a lot. Not a lot of tax revenue. Very little tax revenue. But look at all the jobs that they generate. And if we can just increase the amount of jobs, being generated with the income taxes, then we'll receive more revenue in general. So we're definitely doing all these industries here. Not the agriculture. I'm still going to tax agriculture, and I'm still going to tax services. But we're going to go ahead and exonerate. Oh, maybe they already are exonerated. Did I already do that? Exonerate. Okay. Cement. Exonerate. This could also create surpluses, which we might be able to trade off and sell outside our country. And that will generate even more income and GDP. Of course, once that starts happening, I may want to start taxing it again. Railroad construction, definitely. Sodas now. Software industry. Exonerate. Synthetic fibers. Exonerate. Water supplies. Exonerate. I think I got them all. And I hope it should tell you now. No, it doesn't tell me yet. I guess it'll tell me once once this gets processed. Okay, so those are our moves for now. Let's go ahead and press play. I talked a lot there. Nobody's accepting the meetings. All meetings were rejected, it looks like. Who's this one?
The pretext used is that domestic affairs currently take priority over foreign affairs.
Oh, that's our guy. So I guess...
The pretext used is that...
Doesn't tell you what countries they're from.
The pretext used is that...
So let's go ahead and make an offer to Saudi Arabia. And we're going to offer them sheep. And try to make a sale here. Sheep is our one area where we have a pretty big surplus. We're not consuming any sheep. We got a lot of them. Okay, so if I can sell 11,000 tons of sheep to Saudi Arabia, they had a pretty good price. The other three, I looked at the prices. Iraq, Belgium, and France all were the best prices. And maybe I can still sell to them. No, not Iraq. Iran, Belgium, and France had the best prices for sheep. Saudi Arabia price was pretty good too. They were all over 2,000. Saudis are just below 2,000 as a purchase price. And yeah. So, this will create $33 million. Hold on. Let's take a look at our economy real quick. $33 million. It's not going to make it too big of a dent. I was hoping to sell more sheep than that, I guess. So, I want to make a deal with Saudi Arabia because they are gray, and they could be a potential regional power that might support us. So I'm going to go ahead and try to make a deal with them. They also have good oil. So if things work out, we might be able to get some oil from them. And that's something that we're definitely going to need. So let's try to improve relations here slightly. And see if I can get a better price. We'll try 3,500. That'll be 41 million. Added to our GDP. Almost half of a fraction, a decimal point there. We'll make the offer, we'll get a counter offer, and we'll see what happens with that. Now, in the meantime, there is some military action I do have to deal with, right? There's some fighting going on here, and our forces are advancing. There's, boom, social, housing, humanitarian, finance is not looking great, but we got a 6-point bump in general. That got us up over there. We can get an endorsement from this housing guy, hopefully. And we have a meeting with the oldest person in the country. Offer her coffee. Tell her she's charming. And nope, not that one. Yeah, then she'll
very kind of
outlast us all.
I'm really pleased to hear it.
And I think she loves me. Yeah. So we want to go for a big endorsement from her.
Okay.
And she usually gets the biggest endorsement. And let's see if we take out a party
Okay.
card. Not like that
If it
matters.
makes
I don't
you
know, because without the elections, I'm not sure if it matters at all. But it's always good to have popular people in your party, right? Supporting your party. So hopefully we'll get another endorsement from this guy too. And now we're doing good. Our troops are advancing. Hold up, hold up. I see something just emerged down there, and I found a rebel base. Now, did I deployed my cruiser. Let's go ahead and fire on this rebel base. Out of range. Ah! What's the range do these cruisers have? Let's get close to the coast. And I thought I also had some rocket launchers around here somewhere. 11 rocket launchers. Let's move these guys. These 11. We'll move them along the coast. They can get support from our navy. And I'm gonna have some tanks escort them as well. I know I do have more missile launchers right here, so let's go ahead and deploy them now. I guess we can keep them on this side of the river, huh? And we'll deploy these 36 tanks along with them. They can cross the river. And let's see what happens here. Okay, where are my rocket launchers? Tell me you're in range to hit this guy. And what about now? Out of range still. I guess we keep them along the coast, and they will offer cover to the missile launchers. I want to pull all the missile launchers together. Tanks. So let's get them closer here. And I guess they have to get closer in range too, before they can hit this rebel base. Too bad they're so far away. Whole bunch of stuff just happened here. Agreement negotiation Saudi Arabia. Agreement negotiation with these two leaders. Well, let's take a look at Saudi Arabia first. Alright, we want a better price than that. They really undercut us in that price. Hopefully we'll have a good amount of negotiations, because they are gray. I will come down below 3,000. Or I'll come down to that, and let's see where they come up to on the sheep deal. Okay, they refuse, and they refuse. Both those rebel parties refuse. We're gonna have to go to war. We got 2,500 troops on their way to that city. And reinforcements, another 2,500 are on the way, with rocket launchers and more tanks. And more rocket launchers. Okay, good. Okay, let's keep going. Probably gonna be moving slowly here with this fighting. Fighting does sort of slow down the game a little bit. Especially if you're fighting in a lot of different areas. Let's see, where are we? Oh, we're not moving. Come on. They have to get all the way over there. So let's advance these tanks.
You're really...
Where's her endorsement? It's counting on her endorsement giving me like an 8-point bump. Come on. Where's that endorsement? Whoa, there's a missile launch. Boom. We hit him. Where are the reinforcements? Tanks. Advance, cover that rocket launcher. There's our statement of the press, 8.3%. Alright, battle has begun. Alright, hopefully we took out some guys with that. I don't know. I forgot what the numbers were at the beginning. don't know if we got anybody. But we definitely got 8% bump, got up to 60% popularity. Battle here has begun. Let's have a meeting first with this humanitarian guy as we lay siege to one of our cities. Coffee.
No thanks. That's really kind of you.
Good. And, speak highly of me.
Okay, if it makes you happy.
Okay, maybe I'll get another deal from him. Now let's take a look at this battle. Okay. Oh, we have the balance of power in our favor by far. They've only got 28 armed extremists and 1 pickup truck versus our 1,500 troops. Let's go into the city. Okay, here we go. Excuse me. There are guys guarding the museum and some other locations. So let's take a chunk of our guys and take over that museum. And then let's advance these guys here. Cover that roadway. We'll send our tank into the market square. Museum was taken pretty quickly. Alright, let's get a group of these guys to go and take the bank. Give them some reinforcements. They'll also grab Town Hall Square. Grab that bank. And actually I want this tank here to support the troops against looks like that armed truck. We gotta take that thing out first before anything else. So repeated continuous shelling on that target. Let's pause, make sure we have the right target. Boom. Continuous shelling right there. Come on, tank, fire away. There's another one. Blow this thing up. Shoot him. Got it. Okay, good. Okay, that... Move to the market square. What is this? Putland Freedom Front attack in Putland, putting together refugee convoy. Okay, we should build a refugee camp. We're gonna need that. Let's check this out here. Where do I want to build a refugee camp? Probably closer to my city, right? Away from the fighting. Let's see if this works. Where's the army? Construction. Refugee camp position. I'm going to position a refugee camp right on the border of the provinces there. And that's going to take about 14 days. It should house 500,000 people. That should cover, hopefully, all the refugees. Oh, there you go. And they are headed into our territory. There's only 5,000 of them. They should be, by the time they get there, joining that refugee camp. And that'll be good. Getting more citizens, hopefully, you know, on our side. Okay. I think that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you for watching. And I hope you enjoyed. Feel free to comment down below as always. And like the video if you did. Also support me on Patreon. That's there. So thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. And feel free to comment. And I'll see you in the next episode.